Hello, my dear viewers, my well-wishers, my viewers, my participants, and those who like my class and those who regularly participate in my class are being advised to join as far as practicable, as soon as possible, because I am going to deal with how to write a Precis on request of some of my students and viewers. I have appeared before you just to give you some tips on how to write a Precis. And you know that Precis writing is an essential part of any competitive examination, including WBCS main. And you know that in WBCS main, there are 3 or 4 paragraphs for Precis writing. And in PSC clerkship main examination, there is also a Precis writing. Precis writing is a must. And without Precis, you cannot crack any competitive examination. Hello, my dear viewers, those who have joined. Let your friends join. Let your friends be informed that I am live streaming only for writing Precis. And let me start. Welcome to my channel and easy step to English grammar. And you know that Precis is a French term. It is actually a French term, and the spelling is Precis, but the pronunciation is Precis. That is Precis, not Precis. And you know that in almost all French words, the last letter must be inarticulate or unaccented. For example, restaurant, debris, 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 etc. All these are French words. And in French words, the last consonant must be inarticulate, অর্থাৎ অনুচ্চারিত থাকবে. On request of some of my viewers, I am using bilingual method and or Anglo-vernacular method, so that all of you may understand what Precis is. However, when you are asked to write a Precis of a passage, you just note down, either you note down in your exercise book, or you will have to watch the video again and again to keep the rules in your eye. And I am very glad that you have joined my class, my live class. Just follow me very attentively and meticulously. I have already posted in the YouTube channel 2 paragraphs to be done tonight. I have already posted 2 paragraphs to be done tonight. Clear? Whatever may be the fact, my first advice is to go through the passage. It may be one passage, it may be one paragraph, it may be 2 paragraphs, it may be 3 paragraphs, and in UPSC examination, that is IAS or IPS, Precis writing is a must, and there you will have to go through 4 or 5 paragraphs or 3 or 4 paragraphs. Whatever may be, you will have to go through the paragraphs very attentively with your undivided attention. Clear? And while going through the paragraphs, you may stumble over new words. অর্থাৎ প্যাসেজটা পড়তে পড়তে তুমি হয়তো নতুন শব্দে হোঁচট খেতে পাবে, কারণ তুমি সব শব্দের অর্থ নাও বুঝতে পারো। Remember what I am saying? When you are going through the paragraphs, you may not understand the meanings of all the words. So underline the words with your pencil. Just I have kept a pencil in my hand. Hello my dear friends, please keep a pencil and underline the difficult words. Underline the difficult words. The words, the meaning of which you cannot understand. That doesn't matter. It is not a matter at all. Just skip those words and try to understand the meanings from the context. অর্থাৎ তুমি যখন সকল শব্দের অর্থ বুঝতে না পারছো, তখন পারিপার্শ্বিক যে অর্থগুলি আছে সেখান থেকে তুমি অর্থগুলি বুঝে নাও। Understand? If you cannot understand the meanings of all the words, you will have to grasp the meaning from the surrounding words. From the surrounding words. Don't bother. Don't be worried from the surrounding words. So go through the passage twice or thrice. Twice or thrice as your time permits. তোমার সময় অনুসারে তুমি 2 বার বা 3 বার পড়ে নাও, and try to grasp the content in your mind. Take the photograph of the content in your mind. Clear? But while writing the Precis, you will have to keep some rules in your mind. For example, the first rule is that you must not use first person or second person. First person means I, we, us, our, etc. I, we, our, us, etc. And second person means you, thou, thine, your, etc. All these words must be clearly avoided. If you use all these words in your Precis, there will be a total discredit. So if the Precis or if the passage begins with I, you will have to use the speaker, the narrator, the poet, the author, the writer, whatever you like. Remember? So, you should not use all these words. This is my first point. And my said, please clarify what is the difference between Precis and summary. Yes. Actually, Precis is of the prose and summary is of the poem. This is the first difference. Precis is of the prose and summary is of the poem, and substance is also of the poem. But remember that summary is the half of the words, but Precis is 1/3 of the words. This is the main difference. I hope I have cleared your doubt. Precis is 1/3 of the words in the passage, and summary is the half of the words in the passage. This is the basic difference, nothing else. However, my second point is that you must not use any comparison in your Precis. For example, the sky is as blue as the sea. The sky is as blue as the sea. In the passage you will find. No. You will have to write the sky is blue. There should be no comparison. There should be no comparison, because comparison will make the word double. There should be no comparison and contrast too. For example, in spite of his poverty, he helped the poor people during the flood situation. In spite of his poverty, it is the contrast. In spite of his poverty, he helped the poor people during the flood situation. You will have to write, he helped the poor people during the flood situation. Don't write in spite of his poverty. So it is the adverb clause of contrast. So avoid both comparison and contrast. Clear? So I have given you 2 points. First, don't use first person and second person. And my second point is that don't use comparison or contrast. Now come to my third point. My third point is that never use direct speech. He said to me, comma, within inverted commas, I will not go to school today. Full stop, inverted comma, close. This is direct speech? No. You will have to say, he told me that he would not go to school. He told me that he would not go to school. Or he was unwilling to go to school. he was reluctant to go to school. But never write within inverted commas. Never write your Precis in direct speech. So direct speech must be avoided. Clear? My fourth point is that your Precis may be within 2 or 3 paragraphs. Whatever may be the case, whatever may be the fact, you must write your Precis in a single paragraph. Don't write a double paragraph. Once it happened when I was an examiner in HS, that is old HS, a boy wrote a Precis within 2 paragraphs, but he was right. He obeyed or obliged to all the rules or methods. But what he did was that he wrote his Precis in 2 paragraphs. And it was a great discredit to him, and I deducted 4 marks from him in the final examination. It was the higher secondary final examination, that is the old higher secondary, and I had to deduct 4 marks because it was the guideline of the council. It was the guideline of the council. So don't write your Precis in 2 paragraphs. It must be a single paragraph. Clear? Now come to the 5th point. My 5th point is that try to write your Precis in simple sentences. Don't try to write your Precis in complex sentences. Always try to write in simple sentences so that the examiner can understand what you want to say. Clear? The examiner must understand what you want to say. Never use complex sentence. And if you can't, there is not a problem. What will you do? You will have to write your Precis. Clear? Now, my 6th point is that there must be a headline to your Precis. You must give a headline to your Precis, and the headline should be verbless. Many students or many examinees do, what they do is that they give the English for WBCS preliminaries as well as main. Okay, preliminaries I have already given you. In the evening, I have given you a video on appropriate preposition. On appropriate preposition, I have given some prepositions, that is 11 prepositions, so which are most probable for your WBCS preliminary examination. And easy step to English grammar leaves no stone unturned to carry out my job so that you may crack the examinations. My dear friends, let us come to the point. Please give a headline which should be without any verb, that is verbless sentence. Clear? So I have already mentioned that don't use comparison or contrast. Another example I am giving. For example, during the sunset, the sky turned as red as vermilion. Vermilion means sidur, cinnabar. Clear? As red as vermilion. No, you must write during the sunset, the sky turned red only. His lips are as red as pomegranate. Pomegranate means bedana. His lips are as red as pomegranate. No, you must not write like this. You must write his reds were red. Clear? In this way, you must avoid comparison and contrast. You must avoid first person and second person. Then, last but not least, you must count the words of the passage. 2 or 3 paragraphs maybe, but you must count the words. If the words here, I have posted the passage 193 and divide the words by 3 and it stands thus 64 and plus minus 5. Plus minus 5. It may be plus 5, it may be minus 5. That is, it may be 69, it may be 64, it may be 63, etc. But you must not avoid the content. Clear? And after getting the Precis ready for your examination, just count the words again and write the numbers of the words at the end of your Precis for the benefit of your examiner. Your examiner should be very glad or happy to have the numbers of words you have used. Clear? Let us read the passage, and in the description box I shall give you the Precis. I shall give you the Precis of the passage. I have given 2 paragraphs from Mother Teresa's Nobel lecture, and I have done the Precis for you, and I shall type it in your description box. Okay? And now you see that some time ago in Calcutta we had great difficulty in getting sugar, and I don't know how the word got around to the children. And a little boy of 4 years old, Hindu boy, went home and told his parents, I will not eat sugar for 3 days. I will give my sugar to Mother Teresa for her children. After 3 days, his father and mother brought him to our home. Home means Mother Teresa's ashram. I had never met them before. And this little one could scarcely pronounce my name. But he knew exactly what he had come to do. He knew that he wanted to share his love. He wanted to share his love. In his Nobel lecture platform, Mother Teresa gave this speech. And the next paragraph is that, and this is why I have received such a lot of love from you all. From the time that I have come here, I have simply been surrounded with love and with real understanding, love. It could feel as if everyone in India, everyone in Africa is somebody very special to you. And I felt quite at home. I was telling sister today. Sister means the sister of Mother Teresa's home. I feel in the convent with the sisters as if I am in Calcutta with my own sisters. So completely at home here, right here. These two paragraphs have 193 words divided by 3 and you get 64 words plus 5 or minus 5. Clear? I have made this Precis, just taken the synopsis from these two paragraphs. What is the synopsis? Once in Calcutta, the scarcity of sugar, scarcity means abhab, the scarcity of sugar occurred. A little child heard the news and expressed his unwillingness to consume sugar for 3 days. To consume sugar for 3 days. With his parents, he came to Mother Teresa's home to give her sugar. This is called love. This is called love, and Mother felt such love even in her novel receiving platform. Even in her or on her novel receiving platform. She felt that she was in India. Actual love has no boundary. It may be in Africa, it may be in India, it may be in Norway, where Mother Teresa was to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. That is the synopsis. And the total number of words is only 64 or 65. Within the limit, I have done this. Okay? In the description box, I will type. Don't worry. And if I do 2 or 3 days, you will be able to crack your examination and you will be able to solve this. Thanking all of you. Good night. Stay safe, stay mellow. And if you like this video, this live streaming, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Don't worry.